Hey, welcome to Tabletop Skirmish Games and part 3 of our How to Play Kill Team series. I'm Lee, and in this video I'll be taking you through the battle structure. So far in the series we've covered the introduction and the tools of war and had a really good look at the data cards, but now it's time to look at the battle structure and the different phases within our game. A kill team battle consists of 4 turning points, and a turning point includes 3 phases, each of which must be completed in order and in full. Once all 3 phases have been completed, the next turning point begins, and the process repeats itself until the battle ends at the end of the 4th turning point. I like to think of a turning point as basically a round. So we play 4 rounds, and during each round we've got 3 phases to complete. The first phase is the initiative phase, then we have the strategy phase, and finally the firefight phase. So in this video we'll go through each of these phases in detail. Let's look at the initiative phase first, and during the initiative phase there are 2 things we have to do. We have to ready our operatives and determine initiatives. So when we ready our operatives, each player readies all friendly operatives in the kill zone by flipping their order token so they show an operative as ready. Once we've readied our operatives, we have to determine who has the initiative for the turning point. And during the first turning point, initiative is determined in the mission sequence of your type of play, and we're going to go through the different types of play in a later video. In subsequent turning points, the players roll off and the winner decides who has the initiative, but if the result of the roll is a tie, the player who did not have initiative in the previous turning point has the initiative, and use the initiative token as a reminder of who has the initiative. That's the initiative phase taken care of, so now let's look at the strategy phase. And during this phase there are 3 things we have to look at. Number 1, we have to generate command points. Number 2, we play strategic ploys. And number 3 is the target reveal. During each strategy phase, each player will generate 1 command point, and this will be referred to as a CP in the rules book. They then add that to their CP pool, and CPs remain in a player's pool until they are spent. Command points can be spent on strategic ploys and tactical ploys, and these can be found in your faction's army list. In addition, you can also use the command reroll tactical ploy, and this is available to all factions, and you can find this particular tactical ploy on page 58 of the core rules. Tactical ploys will specify when they should be used, but strategic ploys are included in this strategy phase, so let's take a look at those now. Starting with the player who has initiative, each player alternates either using a strategic ploy or choosing to pass. The players repeat this process until they have both passed in succession. If a player declares they are going to use a strategic ploy, they must first pay its CP cost by removing the specified CPs from their pool. If a player does not have enough CPs to pay the cost, they cannot use that strategic ploy. When a strategic ploy is used, resolve its effects immediately before alternating to the other player. Each player cannot use the same strategic ploy more than once during each strategy phase. Now let's take a look at the 3rd and final part of this strategy phase, which is the target reveal. And starting with the player who has initiative, the players alternate revealing tac ops that may be revealed in this target reveal step of the turning point. Tac ops are tactical operations, and these are selectable secondary objectives that are available to you in certain ways to play. And so when we do the ways to play videos later in the series, we will be going through these tac ops in detail. So during this target reveal step of the strategy phase, players can choose to pass, and note that players do not have to reveal a tac op, but some must be revealed in certain turning points in order for them to be achieved. And players then repeat this process of either revealing attack op or passing until both players have both passed in succession. Now we've covered the initiative phase and the strategy phase, it's time to take a look at the third phase of the battle structure, which is the firefight phase. During the firefight phase, players will perform actions, and the player who has initiative will activate first. They select one ready friendly operative and activate it. Once they have completed that operative's activation, their opponent selects one of their ready operatives and does the same, and the players repeat this process until all operatives in the kill zone have been activated. There's a few rules to consider when we look at the firefight phase and when we perform actions, so let's go over those now. If an operative has a group activation of more than one, it must be activated in a group rather than individually. In such cases, the player selects one friendly ready operative and activates it. When that operative's activation ends, they then select another ready friendly operative of the same type to be activated. They repeat this process until they have activated the number of operatives specified by that operative's group activation characteristic, or there are no more friendly operatives of that type left to activate. Their opponent then activates one of their operatives as normal. Another rule to consider is that each time a player activates one of their ready operatives, they must determine whether it has the engage or conceal order. If it's the first turning point, it has the order that was given to it when it was set up before the battle, and in all subsequent turning points, they can choose what order to give it. In the right circumstances, an operative with a conceal order is not a valid target for an enemy operative shooting attack, and we'll cover this in the shooting video later on, but it is unable to perform various actions. An operative with the engage order can perform more actions, but is also more susceptible to enemy operatives' ranged attacks. So each time you give an operative an order, just place the relevant order token next to them. Once activated and with the correct engage or conceal order, the operative then generates a number of action points equal to its action point limit or APL that we covered in the data card video. These are used to perform actions, and in the next video, which is part 4 of this series, we're going to go into loads of detail about all the actions that they can perform. And then once they've done these actions, their activation ends and they are no longer ready. When an operative's activation ends, flip their order token to the activated side to signify that they are no longer ready. That now covers everything you need to know about the battle structure, the turning point, and the different phases included within it. So now come and join me for the next part in the series, which is part 4, where we'll take a really close look at the different actions that your operatives can make. You can find loads of other videos on my channel for Kill Team and other games, and these videos include painting, deep dives, how to play, and many other topics. I hope you enjoyed the video and found it helpful, and if you've got any questions, please add them in the comments section below. It'd be great to hear from you, and if I can help you out in any way, that would be awesome too. But thanks so much for watching. Can't wait to see you in the next episode of the series. Please like if you like it, subscribe for more videos like this, and don't forget to hit the notification bell to join me next time on Tabletop Skirmish Games. If you like this kind of content and would like to support the channel, then please check out my Patreon page, and thanks to everyone who's joined so far. It's really awesome. We hang out on Discord, talk about the hobby, share ideas and help each other out, and you'll get some perks there that you're not going to find anywhere else. So I'll put a link in the description, and it'd be great to see you there.